Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Justin's Necrons. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Dark Angels were in this sector investigating some leads to try to get them to the Fallen. And while here, an urgent cry for help rose up from this planet here that a Necron Tombworld had awakened, and we're starting to march relentlessly across the surface of the planet. So the Dark Angels responded and tried to set up a line in the sand to allow the citizenry of this planet to escape before it was too late. So that's the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing the Vital Intelligence mission, which is from the Chapter Approved 2021 Grand Tournament packet. Essentially, there are 6 objectives on the table, 4 along the center line, and then 1 in each of our deployment zones. If you control 2 of them at the end of, or during your command phase, starting in round 2, you get 5 points. If you control 3, you'll get an additional 5 points. And if you control more than your opponent, you score an additional 5 points. There's also a special rule in this for this mission that if you control an objective at the start of your command phase, then you control that objective until your opponent takes it away from you. So, for instance, if I have these guys back here on this objective at the beginning of my command phase, I have them. I can run away from that objective, never be on it again for the rest of the game. And if I do so, my opponent, I will still count as having controlled that objective until my opponent can get a unit over there to control it themselves. So that's with that specific mission. We are going to be playing the secondaries that we have chosen for this. I have chosen Stubborn Defiance, which is a Dark Angel 1. I have chosen Engage on All Fronts, and I have chosen Data Intercept, which is a specific mission, a specific secondary for this mission. Essentially, what it is that once per turn, at the end of the movement phase, one of my units can perform an action, and at the end of my next command phase, if that unit is still on that finishes what they're doing at the end of that command phase, if they're still on that objective and still around and still eligible for having done that action, I score a point for every objective that I control. So it's pretty good. We'll see. Well, I mean, it can be pretty good. It could also go really bad if I don't control a lot of things. We'll see how it all pans out so you can get the board control during this game. I think it's going to be a big smash face thing right in the middle of the game board, so we'll see how it all pans out. My opponent has chosen Purge the Vermin, which is a specific one for the Necrons. Essentially, he gets points based upon how many table quarters that he keeps me out of. He also chose Raise Banners High, and he's also chose Grind Them Down. So he's going to be trying to kill more of me per turn than I kill of him. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading it off, we have a Primaris Captain and a Primaris Lieutenant. We have a 5-man Heavy Intercessor squad. We have 2 5-man Infiltrator squads. We have a 3-man Blade Guard Veteran squad. We have a Blade Guard Ancient. We have an Eliminator squad. We have a 10-man Hellblaster squad. We have an Invader ATV. We have 2 Outrider squads. We have an Impulsor. And last but not least, we have a Repulsor. And for the Necrons, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading it off, we have Illuminar Caesaris. We have Nemesaur Zandrek. And we have a Chronomancer. We have 3 Warrior squads, 2 10-man and 1 20-man. We have a 5-man Deathmark squad. We have a Triarch Stalker. We have 2 Ghost Arcs. We have a Doom Scythe. And last but not least, we have a Nightbringer. All right, so those are the armies going over deployment here. I've got one of my infiltrators back over here on this objective. I've got an Outrider squad on the flank over here. I've got an empty Repulsor in the middle here. I've got my Heavy Intercessors on this objective back over here. I have my ATV up on the line, along with the Hellblasters, my captain. I have an Impulsor. Inside that Impulsor, I have my Blade Guard Veterans, my Blade Guard Ancient, and my Lieutenant. I then have another Outrider squad on the flank over there. My other Infiltrator squad is up there on that objective. And over here, I have my Eliminators. So other than the units inside of the Impulsor there, everything's on the table. Going over deployment for the Necrons, we have his Nightbringer over on the side over here. We have his Doom Croissant over here, the Doom Scythe. We have the Triox Stalker. We've got the 2 Ghost Arcs. Inside of them are going to be the 2 10-man squads. They have the Reaper, the Gauss Reapers, which are the shorter range assault ones. We've got his 5 Death Marks back here in the building. We have Illuminor Caesaris. We have his Chronomancer, as well as Nemesor Zandrek. And then we have the 20-man blob of warriors over here. So again, other than the units that are in the transports, everything is on the table. All right, so that is going to be it. We will now roll off to see who will go first. I rolled a 5, my opponent rolled a 4, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. My infiltrator squad over here stood still on this objective. These guys just moved up here onto the objective. My repulsor moved up behind them. ATV moved up over here. These guys stood still back on the objective here. My Hellblasters moved up along with the captain. These guys over here stayed still where they were. My Impulsor moved up onto the objective over there. These guys stayed still where they are, and then at the end of the movement phase started to do the collect data, or data intercept, which is the secondary mission that I chose there. And these guys over here advanced up over this way. So Ravenwing allow me to advance and still shoot with Ravenwing units during the Devastator Doctrine, which is this first turn here. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the Shustin phase. Start the shooting phase. My heavy intercessors here are going to fire into his warrior squad back over there. So we're going to go with the heavy bolt rifles first. So these are going to be 3 shots here, hitting on 2s because they stood still because they're Dark Angels. Okay, of course I rolled 2 1s. Beautiful. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on strength 5, looking for 3s to wound. All right. Good job, Phil. Let's see if the heavy bolter actually packed any rounds in here, or they're just still going to be shooting some nerf shots here. Hitting on 2s. Okay, still not great on the ram there. Wounding on 3s. Hey, I got a wound. All right, AP -2 because it's the Devastator Doctrine. So looking for a 6-up save. No, not going to make it. So that's 2 damage. Reanimation? 2 damage, and then the unit is done, so reanimation, may as well do it. Yep. On a 6, he's coming back. Cool. So they did nothing. All right, so now my Hellblasters are going to fire into his Ghost Arc. When I select them as a target, my opponent spent 1 CP on, what was it?
Quantum Deflection.
Quantum Deflection, which raises his invul save to a 4-up. I am going to supercharge with my guys, and I'm also going to spend a 2 CP on Weapons of the Dark Age. So it's going to be Strength 8, Damage 3. But Quantum Shielding also means that they basically have transhuman, so I can only wound them on 4s regardless. So we've got 10 shots here, hitting on 3s because they did move, but I've got my captain there rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1 there. Into it, there we go. Okay. So that's pretty good. I'll take that. So that's going to be 9 hits. Wounding on 4s because of Quantum Shielding. Okay. Not bad. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4-up invul saves. Failing 1, making 2 of them, failing 4 of them. So that's going to be 12 damage. Once. Opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll one of those?
Do I get it back?
Oh, yes. Does he get it back first? Because he has, whatchamacallit, he does get it back, so he doesn't go down to CP. But then he's got his reroll into a 6, so he's good to go. So it's going to be 3, so that's going to be 9 damage. All right, my infiltrators here are going to fire into the Nightbringer. These are with their marksman bolt rifles, so hitting on 2s because they did not move. That 6 is an auto wound. Okay. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s. Okay, just the 1 wound from hitting on a 6.
What's the
AP nothing? So.
So he's got a 4-up save.
He's got a 4-up save. No, takes a wound. All right, so now these guys here are going to fire into the Nightbringer as well with their twin bolt rifles here, hitting on 3s. They didn't advance. All right, and then these are going to be strength 4, so 5s to wound. Oh, my dice can roll above a 3. Sounds good. That's going to be 3. These are going to be AP -1.
4-up invul.
4-up invul anyway. Fails another 2. So that's it for this round. All right, my repulsor is going to fire everything into the Doom side over here. So we're going to go with the twin las cannon and the las talon, since it's all basically the same profile there. These are all going to be hitting on 4s because he's -1 to hit, being a flyer. All right, getting 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound. AP -4 because they're heavy. Does he have an invul save? 1 second. Nope, that goes through, so it's going to be D6 damage for 3 damage. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into a 6. There we go. Woo! Then the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber is going to fire. These are going to be hitting on 3s because it gets +1 against a flyer. +1, -1. So hitting on 3s. It actually made a difference for that one there. But looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP -2 because they're heavy. 5 ups. Nope, that's a wound. Onslaught Gatling Cannon, heavy 8. So looking for 4s because he is hard to hit there. And then looking for 5s to wound. Strength enough, I think, right? 1 second. Yep, 5s to wound, so that's going to be 3 at AP -2 because of it being, 5s to save. Nope, failing both of them. And now the Storm Bolters are going to fire. Okay. 1 hit, 5 to wound. That is a wound. AP nothing.
3 up.
3 up. Oh, he's good. All right, so now my Outriders over here who did advance are going to fire into these boys over here. So we're going to have, they're going to be hitting on 4s because they're -1 to hit for advancing. Okie dokie. It's not bad. And then these are strength 4, so 4s to wound. That is bad. 3. AP -1. Oh, sorry. Yep, so they're going to have their 5 up saves.
No, they will be 4 up save because they're cover.
4 up saves because they have the cover, that's right. Making them all. All right, so now my Invader ATV is going to fire into the Ghost Ark that I have wounded over here. So we're going to go with the heavy, the Onslaught Gatling Cannon over here. It is a heavy weapon, but it's not that, so that one's cocked. Okay, those are all hits. Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at AP minus. Doesn't make a difference because you got your 4 up invul save. It's enough, at least 1. So 4, yes.
4 up invul.
4 up invul save, fails 1 of them. And then the heavy bolt the bolt rifles. That's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be no wounds. And then the Impulsor is going to fire his Storm Bolters into these boys. That one's cocked, sorry. There we go. 4s to wound, because it's strength 4, toughness 4, so that's going to be 4 wounds at AP nothing. So they've got their 3 up saves, because they're in cover, technically. Failing 2 of them. And then that's it for that unit, so now they get to roll... Reanimation? No, nothing coming back. Reroll 1s because he is a warrior there, and 1 does come back. And last but not least, my Eliminators are going to fire into Caesaris over here. I'm going to use the Mortis rounds here, so these are going to be hitting on 2s since they did not move. Well, already off to a great start. Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Not even getting a 1. Cool, boys. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons on turn 1. Movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 1. The Nightbringer is moving up the board over here, bringing his Nightbringery badness. We got the Doom side shooting up over this way. We've got the Ghost Ark over here. This still has its units inside. We've got the Triarch Stalker moving up. We've got this unit disembarked from the other wounded Ghost Ark over there, so he dropped over here onto the objective. The Death Marks stayed over here on their standing over there. Caesaris, Xandric, and the Chronomancer all moved up, as did the big old squad of 20 warriors over this side. And over here, the other Doomsday Ark, the one that was hurt, moved up over this way. So that's going to be it for the move phase. We'll come back to you with Catan Shards doing their Catan Shardy thing. All right, so we're going to start off with Antimatter Meteor into my Outriders over here. So on a 4, it does 3 mortal wounds. And then Gaze of Death is going to go on.
Yep, so each 4 up, it's D3 mortal wounds.
Each 4 up is D3 mortal wounds. All right, 1 D3 mortal wounds. No, but it's mortal wounds, so they can carry over there. 3 mortal wounds, so that's going to kill a guy, and then put another one on 2. Starting off over here, the Triax Stalker in the shooting phase is going to fire into my Hellblasters over here. So they are in cover, so I'll be getting, I'll have a 2-up armor save there. So how many shots is he going to have here? 6 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s or 2s? 3s. So 6 shots hitting on 3s. Alrighty then. That was a 6. Sounds good. And then these are going to be strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 3 wounds there.
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3, plus 1 because they are in cover, so looking for 5-up saves. Making one of them damage. D3 damage each, so the first one does 2, kills a guy. Second one does 3, kills. Alright, so now his death marks are going to fire into my Hellblasters as well. Because they were targeted with the Triax Stalker there, they're going to be re-rolling 1s to hit. They've got 2-up ballistic skill, so hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So that's going to be all hits. Mortal wound on that 6. It's 6 to hit, not wound. Ooh. 1 second. Alright, so these are going to be, it is 6s to wound. So these are going to be strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound them though. So that is going to be a mortal wound, and 2, is it in addition, right? Yes. Yeah, it's in addition. So that's going to be 2 AP minus 2, plus 1 because they are in cover over there, so 4-up saves. Failing them both. 1 damage each.
1 damage each.
1 each saves plus 1, so it's going to be 1 dead plus 1 with a wound. And now my opponent's going to spend 1 CP on the Sawtech specific stratagem, which basically because they were wounded, or is it because it was wounded or just targeted?
Targeted.
So because they were targeted over there, it's going to give other Sawtech units now plus 1 to hit against them. So they've been targeted, giving them reroll 1s, and now they're going to have plus 1 to hit, which is pretty good. All right, so now his Doom Scythe is going to fire. He's going to fire the Death Ray into my Invader ATV, and he's going to fire the other weapons into my Hellblasters. So we're going to do the Death Ray first. He's going to be a 4-up ballistic skill because he is wounded over there. Bracketed. All right, no hit. Opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll. That does hit there. This is going to be strength 12. Strength 12, so looking for 3s to wound. 2s, 3, 12? 1 second. Yeah, 2s to wound. I'm sorry. I got confused with a bunch of other things. So that is going to be a wound. AP?
Minus 4.
Minus 4, so he has his 5-up invul save because he's Ravenwing and moved. And he's good. Woo! All right, so now the Tesla Destructor are going to fire over here. These are going to be, again, hitting on 3s because they have plus 1 to hit them because of the stratagem. All right. Pretty good. Rerolling 1s, right, against them because they're targeted.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Oh, real glad I did that. 6s count as 3 hits over there, so that's going to be another 2 and another 2. So that's a whole lot of hits there. These are strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. All right, these are going to be AP nothing, so looking for 2-up armor saves. Failing 1, which will kill the one guy with the 1 wound. All right, so now his squad of warriors over here are going to fire into my Hellblasters. He has put out 2 stratagems here. 1 Solar Pulse, so that they will not benefit from cover, and the other one is going to be Relentless Onslaught, allowing them to have hits of 6 count as 2 hits. So because he's Sawtech, all but one of his guys is in rapid fire at 18 inches to my guys over here. So we have 39 shots that are coming in here. These are going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because they're targeted. That's good. Re-rolling 1s. And then he had 8 6s, so that's going to be an additional 8 hits. So I think it worked out to be 47 hits total out of his 39 shots, which is real good. These are going to be strength 4, so wounding on 4s. That one drop dice over there. All right, so that was 21 wounds in there. These are AP minus 1, no cover, so these are looking for 4-up saves. It does not look good. All right, I failed 11 of those wounds, leaving me with 1 guy with 1 wound remaining. That's pretty good. All right, the Wounded Ghost Ark over here is going to fire into my last Hellblaster alive. Can he do it with 10 shots here? These are going to be hitting on 3s because he's ballistic skill 4 because of being bracketed, but he gets plus 1 to hit because of Sawtech and all that fun business. So 3s, re-rolling 1s to hit because of it being targeted still. Pretty good. 7 wounds, so 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. Oh, buddy. 3 wounds. I fail a single 4-up save because it's still AP minus 1. No cover because of Solar Flare. So if I fail a single 4-up, he is dead. Let's see what he can do. Come on! The Emperor protects! No, he failed all of them. Even if it was 3 up, you'd have been dead. All right, cool. Good job. Yeah, here we go. He did. He did. So now the Chronomancer is going to fire into my Invader ATV over here. D3 shots with the Aeon Stave. That's going to be 1 shot. Hitting on 3s. That is a hit. Strength
5.
5, so 4s to wound. That is a wound.
You cannot make invuln saves with this.
No. AP -2, no invul saves, which Ravenwing do not like that, sir. I moved and I deserve it. AP -2, still a 5-up save. Okay, well, whatever, fine. 5 ups. But if that was an invul, he would have made it. I guarantee you with that jig save. 1 damage, okay. Zandrak is going to fire his Staff of Light into him over here, hitting on 3s or 2s, you said? Hitting on 2s. All right, so that's going to be all hits. Strength 5, so 4s to wound. No wound. And now Caesaris is going to fire into him as well. Assault D3, so it's going to be 3 shots. Hitting on 3s into him over here. Strength 8, so 3s. That's going to be all hits. Strength 8, so 3s to wound again. That is going to be 2 wounds.
AP -4.
AP -4 does not ignore the invul though, right? So looking for 5-up Jinx save since he moved. See, I told you if there were invul saves, he'd make them. Woo! All right, so now his Ghost Arc over here is going to fire into my Outriders. He is going to spend a CP on Annihilation. No, what is it called?
Disintegration.
Disintegration capacitors. Basically meaning 6s to hit auto wound. So these are going to be hitting on 3s since he's at his top profile. All right, there's a couple auto wounds in there. All right, so that's 5 auto wounds there. These are going to be Strength 5, Toughness 5.
No, Strength 4.
Oh, Strength 4, Toughness 5, so 5s to wound. Getting an additional 4 wounds there, so a total of 9 wounds. AP -1. So it's going to be a 4-up armor save there. Wow, that is... The only things I made were fill faces. That is really something special, boys. And that's exactly enough to kill off that unit.
That is so good.
That is... am I gonna spend? I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll because I don't. Nope. No, now my opponent's gonna spend the once per game ability for Zandrak over there, which means he can once per game he can just decide to be like, no, you can't use any, you can't use that the stratagem anymore. So he just nixed my ability to use the CP reroll for like the rest of the battle round here.
Which isn't that bad because...
It's not bad. It's like almost the end of the battle round because he does have his charges, but it does mean I can't reroll anything else. Oh, that's right in the feels. He did. All right, so into the assault phase, his Nightbringer is going to charge into my infiltrators over here. I'm going to spend a CP to Overwatch here. So looking for 6s. Getting 1 hit, which is an auto wound because of them using the marksman rifles there. But he makes the save. Oh, never mind. He's got a 4-up save, so it did take a wound. All right, then his charge. He needs a 5-inch charge. He's in. And now his Ghost Arc is going to charge into my Repulsor. He's got a 6-inch charge. He's in with a 10. Triarch Stalker into my Invader ATV. 7-inch charge to get in. No, he does not make it. Opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll that. Does make it with an... Warriors into my Impulsor over here. They need a 3-inch charge. They're in with a 5. And then this Ghost Arc over here is going to charge into my Outriders. He needs an 8-inch charge to get in. He does not with a... All right, so the Nightbringer is going to attack into my guys over here. I'm going to spend 1 CP on Transhuman Physiology on these dude bros. So he is going to have his 6 attacks here. These are going to be hitting on 2s.
No.
Okay, that's going to be all hits. Wounding on 4s. Making 2 wounds. Okay, so that's going to be AP -4, so this is going to go straight through D6 damage, so 1 at a time. Kills a guy, and kills a guy because of D6 damage. I actually forgot that they have the Helix Gauntlet over there, so they're going to be, one of them is actually going to be changed to 0 on the damage there, so the one failed, it will kill a guy though. All right, so now these dude bros are going to attack in. They have +1 attack because of, was it Caesaris that gave it to him? Or Zandrak gave him the +1 attack, and Caesaris gave him +1 strength. +1 strength is going to last to the end of the game. The +1 attack is going to end of the round here. So until his next command phase, I think, is what it comes down. So he's going to have 10 guys were able to get into combat here after piling in. These are going to be hitting on 2s, right? Because they're +1 to hit because of my will be done. And then, we'll go from there. And then strength 5, so 5s to wound. All right, so that was 5 wounds over there. So these are looking for 3-up armor saves. Making all but 1. All right, so now his Triax Sucker is going to attack into my Invader ATV over here. He's going to spend a CP on Judgment of the Triarch. This means he gets to, what is it, +1 to hit? Plus +1 to hit in the fight phase. Or the shooting phase, depending upon when you used it. So it's the fight phase now. So these are going to be 3 attacks here, hitting on 2s because of the +1. Okay, that's going to be 2 hits. Do you want a CP? Yep, going to send a CP to reroll it. Into a hit because of that. That's cool. That's 3 hits. Toughness 5. Strength 7, so 3s to wound.
Come on.
Getting 3 wounds. AP. AP -2, so looking for 5 up saves. Making 1. 3 flat damage, so he's still alive. All right, so now my dude bros over here are going to attack into his Nightbringer. So we're going to have their attacks. They've got 2 attacks each, except for the sergeant who has 3. Then they all get +1 because of shock assault since he charged them. So these are going to be hitting on 2 since they didn't move this battle round. Or turn, because they didn't move this turn. Then these are going to be, what's his toughness? 7, so looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds, all with fill faces, which means that they're AP -5.
Oh, snap.
Just kidding. No, I wish. But 4 up invul anyway. That's right. Dang it. Didn't make a difference. 4 up invul save.
Oh, no.
Failing 3 of them, so he takes his 3 wounds that he can take. All right, so his Ghost Arc is going to attack over here with his 3 attacks, looking for 6s, got 0. And now my Repulsor is going to attack back into him. 7 attacks because he was charged and was insulted. So these are going to be hitting on 6s. Fill faces! No, none. He got none. So now my Invader ATV is going to attack over here. He's going to have 5 attacks because he was charged there. Hitting on 2s because he did not move. Wounding on toughness 6, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound with a fill face over there. Regular save.
Just regular?
Yeah, regular.
3 up.
3 up. No, it takes 1. And my Impulsor is going to attack into his Necrons over there. 4 attacks on the charge, hitting on 5s because he didn't move. So that's going to be 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. AP nothing.
I hope these guys die.
That is going to be 1 failed there. And then in that's all the attacks there, so he gets taken over there. And he comes back. Okay. All right, so that's going to be it for the Necron's turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. These guys are going to stay in combat because they're super brave and probably really stupid. He's going to stay in combat because he wants to be able to shoot things. These guys stayed still where they were. ATV fell back and I spent 2 CP on Intractable to allow him to fire. These guys stayed still up here. My Captain moved across over that way. Impulsor disembarked his dude bros and then fell back out of combat over here. These guys stood still. And these guys moved up over here. These guys are going to start doing the data intercept mission again. So that's going to be that. Oh, I should have said those warriors over there had done raised banners high, so they're going to be sticking back. They were sticking back there. The banner is raised, so that is the effect. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so moving into the shooting phase, my repulsor is going to fire everything into the Ghost Arc that he is engaged with over here. Mazel tov. He is going to fire the twin last cannon and the last talon together at the same time. -1 to hit because it's a heavy weapon, but +1 to hit because he's Dark Angels and hasn't moved. My opponent has spent a CP on quantum deflection and did not get the CP back, so he is going to be having a 4-up invul save. So here come the last shots. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -3. 4-up invul saves. Fails them both. All right, so that's just going to go through here. So these are going to be 2d6 damage. That's going to be 8 damage. Then we're going to go with the Iron Hail over here, hitting on 3s because he's still maximum of +1 to hit. So it would be 3s, -1, +1, +1. Oh, so he can hit on 2s. He's going to be hitting on 2s because there's a maximum of +1 total over there. So that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. That is going to be 1 wound. AP minus nothing, I don't believe. He's good on it. Then we've got the Onslaught Gatling Cannon over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s because it's +1, -1. That one's cocked. Okay, so that's going to be these. Looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1. Oh no, getting none. My bad. And now the Crackstorm grenade launchers are going to fire into him. So it's going to be 2 shots here, hitting on 2s because it's assault weapon. He gets +1. Looking for a 5 to wound. That is a wound with a fill face. -1 at least, so it's 4 up. No, that's going to go through. D3 damage. 1 damage. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Did 1 damage. Okay, I have a t-shirt. Storm Bolters are going to fire into him. 2s to hit since they didn't move. 5s to wound. There's going to be 1 wound at AP -1 because it is the whatever, but he takes a face. All right, so now these guys in here are going to fire into the Nightbringer. So because they are Dark Angels infantry that are not Deathwing, they can fire their rapid fire weapons into while engaged with a ballistic skill of 5+. But they get +1 to hit because they're Dark Angels that did not move. So they're going to be hitting on 4s. 6s auto wounds. So that's going to be 1 auto wound right there. And then we got 4 other hits, wounding on 5s. No more, so it's just going to be the 1 over here, which is not great. I needed way better than that. AP -1, so he takes a wound. And now my heavy intercessors are going to fire into the Doom Scythe over here. -1 to hit because he flies, +1 to hit because they are Dark Angels that did not move. So these are going to be hitting on 3s with the heavy bolt rifles. Hitting on 3s, okay. These are now going to be strength 5, looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2 wounds at AP -2 because of it being the tactical doctrine.
Makes them both.
Makes them both with 5. And then the heavy bolter is going to fire here. Same deal here, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -1. Doom size, yeah, sorry. 4s, cock there. Nope, fails them both. That's 4 damage. He is dead. Does he explode? Oh, gonna spend a CP to reroll one. That is good. My Blade Guard and the Blade Guard Veteran are gonna fire into the squad of Necrons over there. 4 shots with their. Oh no, you have to do it separate because they can reanimate between them. So we're gonna go with the Blade Guard Veterans first, hitting on 3s because they did move. It's going to be all hits, looking for 3s to wound, strength 5. They got the heavy bolt pistols, so that's going to be 1 wound. Rerolling 1s because the lieutenant's over there. So 2 wounds at AP -1.
So they're going to be
4 ups. Oh, you're going to put on the guys in the cover over there? Yeah, so it's going to be looking for 3 ups. Makes them both. And then with the Blade Guard Ancient, that is a wound.
AP?
1.
1?
Yeah, he's got the heavy bolt rifle too. Bolt pistol too.
Cover again.
Cover again? Nope, takes. Oh, good on the 3 because they got a base 3 and then +1, -1. They good. No, he's that one guy dead. So now we're gonna roll to see if he reanimates. Sorry, it's base 4. My bad. Nope, does not reanimate. They actually have the 4-up armor, so we had the 1 guy. So we're gonna see if the other guy from the Blade Guard Veterans, one of those was a 3, so it actually was a fail. So we're gonna see if he reanimates. He does not. And now my lieutenant there is also going to fire into them with his Volkite pistol. So it's going to be 2 shots here, hitting on 2s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 1 wound. AP minus on that Volkite 0. So it's going to be AP -0. So these guys will have 3-up save in the cover. Good. All right, so now my Outriders, they are going to fire into the Warriors. So these are going to be hitting on 3s because they did move. Okie dokie. And then these are strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Okie dokie. Pretty good that time, actually. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP -2 because it's the tactical doctrine. So they're going to be, do you want to put the guys in cover there? Over there?
How many of them? 6?
6.
6 dudes in cover.
All right, there's 6 guys in cover, so we're going to do all the ones in cover. So they're going to be looking for 5-up saves because it's AP -2 +1, 5-ups.
So go straight to their embalm.
Yeah. All right, really good there. That's not bad. So that's going to be 3 saves, and then we've got that's the end of the unit there. So now they're going to do reanimation on those 3 guys over there. So my opponent was just pulling the models that he wanted to reanimate, and then reanimation. Making back 2 of them, pretty good. All right, now my ATV is going to fire into the Doom side over here. -1 to hit. He did move, so he's going to be hitting on 4s. I spent 2 CP on Intractable for him to fall back, and there's no -2 Intractable anymore. So here we go. These cocks over there. Okay, well, that was not great. So 3 hits. Looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound over here. AP -1. It's AP -1, but he did make the save over there. So then we've got the 4 shots from the twin bolt rifles. 4s to hit. That is going to be 1 wound. AP -2 on this one. So a 5 up. He's good. All right, my snipers are going to fire into his Chronomancer over there. So it's going to be 3 shots hitting on 2 since they did not move. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on strength 5, toughness 4. So looking for 3s to wound. 6s do mortal wounds.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Wow, that is real special. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the charge phase, my Blade Guard veteran are going to charge into his warriors over there. Going to spend a CP on Overwatch, so we'll come back to you with that. All right, so here we go. A bajillion shots coming in over here. They're all in rapid fire range because it's being Caesarican. Hitting on 6s. 4s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds. AP?
-1.
-1, +1 because of their storm shields, so it's going to be 3 3-up armor saves.
Come on, kill a guy.
Making 2 of them, 1 takes a wound. And then they're going to charge in. They're in. And then my lieutenant's going to charge in over here. He's in. Blade Guard Ancient's going to charge in. He's in. Captain is going to charge in. He's also in. And then my bikers here are going to charge into his Ghost Arc over there. They're in. All right, so we're going to start off with my Outriders. 19 attacks into his dude bro over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. And then 5s to wound. Just the 3 wounds. So these are going to be AP -1, so he's got 4 up saves. Makes 1 of them, so 2 wounds dead. All right, so now my lieutenant's going to attack into them. He's going to have 6 attacks here, hitting on 2s. Because he has the Heavenfall Blade, I should say. He's got the relic, the Heavenfall Blade. So hitting on 2s. And then strength +2, so looking for 3s to wound. All right, so they're going to have a 5-up invul save because of the Chronomancer having given it to them during their command phase. Makes 3 of them, so 2 will be dead. See if they reanimate on 5-ups. 1 win. Now my captain's going to go, hitting on 2s. Okie dokie. Does not give himself the rerolls anymore. 3s to wound, because he's got a Mastercraft Power Sword there. Rerolling, nope, that's going to be core, I believe, for the lieutenant. So it's going to be 2 wounds into him over there. 5-up invul saves. Failed both. And then see if they're reanimated. Nope, neither. And now my Blade Guard veterans are going to attack into them over there. They got 13 total attacks here with Shock Assault. Hitting on 2s because of the Blade Guard Ancient. Rerolling 1s because of the captain there. That's cocked. Okie dokie. These are now going to be strength +1, so looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant over there. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Alrighty, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5-up invul saves onto them. Making, that was a 3. Making 2 of them, so that's good. 3 of them. So that's going to be a total of 11, 8 dead, right? So then we have to see if they reanimate.
Oh god.
Oh, just grab.
Let me make sure there's
The dice over here.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So it's gonna be those front ranks.
Yep, gonna be the front runs there. 1, 2, 3 come back, rerolling the 1s. 3 come back. All right, so over here, we're going to start now with the Nightbringer. He's going to use his sweep attack on them now because I spent a CP on Transhuman here. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. Strength 7, so 4s to wound because of Transhuman. So that's going to be 6 wounds. These are AP -3, so they're looking for 6-up saves. Making 1 of them, so that's going to be 5 damage. That's going to kill 2 guys and put 1 on 1 wound. I forgot the Helix Gauntlet that they've got over there, so 1 guy will be, the 2 guys will be fine with 2 wounds each. And now my Repulsor is going to attack, 6 attacks, hitting on 5s because he did not move. Getting 2 hits there. What's his strength? Weird. All right, so strength 8, but because of quantum shielding, it's going to be looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be no wounds. Okay, but He attacked back, got no hits there. All right, so now my guys are going to attack over here, hitting on 2s because they did not move, and then wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds, so technically there's a chance. Oh no, he's good. That's killer. That's brutal. All right, and now over here, his dude bros are going to attack into my Blade Guard over there. My Blade Guard Ancient wasn't going to be able to pile in and be able to put his attacks on, so I just piled him in behind the guys over here. So here comes his attacks over here, hitting on 2s because my Will Be Done is still active there. So that's going to be 2 misses there, and then these are strength 5, looking for 3s to wound. 4s to wound because they are death wing, so the inner circle gives them transhuman. So 4s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP nothing. So 2 up armor save because of their storm shields, and they good. And the Ghost Arc over here is not going to hit. All right, so we do have a morale test to take over here on these guys. So they did lose. How many did they lose? We decided
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they lost 12.
12 guys here. So it needs a 1. No, did not get it. But you cannot spend a CP reroll to reroll. This is a
Sawtech.
Oh, because of the Sawtech over here.
Sawtech rerolls.
Sawtech rerolls morale. Yep. No, so 1 will run away, and then we'll roll dice for all the others. So there's 7 left here. 1s and 2s run away. Wow, 4 more run away, leaving him with 3 guys left. And that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons on turn 2. Movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 2. His Nightbringer stayed in combat with my dude bros over here. These guys disembarked out of his transport, which stayed in combat with my Repulsor. His Triarch moved up over here. He used a couple different things to bring back some guys over here. It was, what was it called? The Ghost Arc. He spent a CP to allow it to come back with D6, and then also Caesaris brought back 1 guy with his D3 back, so they came back over here. He stayed in combat with my dude bros over there. Doomside moved over on this way. Death Marks stayed where they were. Those 2 characters moved up over here. And then at the end, in the movement phase, these guys, he used his Veil of Darkness to pick up the squad of Reapers that were back on that objective back there, and dropped them down over here more than 9 inches away. When he did so, though, I'm going to spend Auspex Scan to shoot him over here. So we're going to start with the heavy rifles there. These are going to be hitting on 2 since they didn't move in the movement phase. That's going to be all but 1 hit. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. Okay, that's going to be 3 wounds at AP minus 2.
So 5 up invul.
5 up invul saves into them because he gave them the 5 up invul this turn.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2 that will be dead. And then the heavy bolter. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. AP minus 1. Good to go there. Right, AP minus. No. 1 more is going to be dead. So that's going to be 3. Let's see if they come back on 5s. No, none coming back. And then at the end of the move phase, we've got Catan powders over here. So he's going to do Antimatter Meteor into my dude bros. On 2, goes to D3, just flat 3 mortal wounds. Kills the guy, puts 1 mortal wound on it. And then Gaze of Death. No, yeah, he did. So into the shooting phase now, the Triarch Stalker is going to shoot into my Blade Guard veterans over here. So he's going to have 6 shots, right? Oh yeah, so 6 shots hitting on 3s. All right, that's going to be all but 2 hits. Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. 4s to wound. I'm sorry, it's just 4s to wound because they are Deathwing there. So that's going to be 3 wounds.
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3, so 4 up invul saves with their shields there. Making 2 of them failed 1. What's the damage? D3 damage. 2 damage. 1 guy did have a wound over there that he took an Overwatch, remember? So he will be dead. Does he get to shoot because of the banner there? He does. So he's going to shoot into that group of Necrons in front of him. That will be a hit. That will be a wound. AP minus 1. 6, he's good. And now the Warriors are going to fire into my Blade Guard veterans that are now targeted. So these are going to be 2 shots each because they're obviously in rapid fire here. These are going to be hitting on 2s because of my Will Be Done, and then getting reroll 1s because of targeting. Okay. Pretty good, all but 1 hit. And these are strength 4, so 4s to wound. All right, so that's going to be AP minus 6, AP minus 1s, +1 because of storm shields over here, so 3 up armor saves. And they're all good. Woo! All right, Xandric is going to fire into them as well. 3 shots hitting on 2s, no, all hits, no misses is what I meant to say. Caught myself out there. 4s because of transhuman, basically. No, nothing. Xeris is going to fire into my ATV over here. D3 shots. It's going to be 3 shots. Pretty killer. Hitting on 3s. That is going to be 1 hit. Strength 8. So 3s to wound. That's cocked. That is a wound. AP -4. So he's got his 5 up because he did move. 5 up in Vol save. Come on, baby. Jink it up. Jink, jink, jink. Yeah, with the fill phase. Woo! And now the death marks are going to fire into my Invader ATV over here. So hitting on 2s. Okay, that is going to be 2 hits. Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. 4s to wound. 4s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP -2, so looking for that 5 up. I'm going to say it's the Jink save because that's how he gets his luck. He can't make an armor save to save his life, but he can make a Jink save. 5 up. Whoa, get back here, dice. What are you doing? Dropping the dice all over the place. No, he finally goes down. Does he explode? No, I'm not going to spend the reroll. Let's see, does he explode? No, he doesn't. All right, so now the Ghost Arc is going to fire into my Zoom boys over here. So let's see if they can hit here. Rapid fires, hitting on 4s because he's bracketed.
Really?
Yes.
All right, 5s to wound. 5 here, so these are going to be AP -1, looking for 4 up saves. Failing 2 of them. And now the Ghost Arc is going to fire into my Repulsor over here. Hitting on, he's at 5 left, so he's hitting on 4s as well. T8, so 6s to wound. Getting a wound. AP -1, right? Oh, but he makes a save. All right, so now his guys over here that drop down are going to fire into my dude bros over here. So we're going to have all of them are in range here. So it's going to be 14 shots because there's 7 guys left. They're going to be hitting on 2s because they're ballistic skill 2. Hitting on 2s because they're ballistic skill 2. Okay. So looking for 4s to wound because 5 on 5 there. These are going to be AP -2, but they +1 because they are in cover over there. So 7 wounds. Looking for 4 up saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 will be dead and 1 will take a wound. And then they've got the Aeon save from the Chronomancer into them as well. D3 shots. Getting those 2 shots here. 3s to hit. That is going to be 1 hit. Strength 5. Strength 5, so 4 is a wound. No. All right, so now his Doom Scythe here is going to fire everything into my Heavy Intercessors. So he's going to do the Doom Cannon first. So these are going to be hitting on 5s because he's got ballistic skill 5 now. Getting 1 hit. Strength 12, so 2s to wound. That is a wound. AP -4 +1 because they are in cover, so looking for a 6 up save. Show me that fill face. No. Damage. D3 +3, so that one guy is dead. And now we've got the Tesla shots that are coming in over here. So these are going to be hitting on 5s, but 6s count as 3 hits. So 5s to hit, 6s are better for him. Out of the 12 shots, he got 13 hits on 5 pluses. Out of 10 shots, he got 13 hits. Oh, man. So these are going to be Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. So that's 8 wounds into them. AP nothing, though, so 2 up armor saves. Failing 1 of them. All right, so the Necrons here, or the Warriors are going to charge into my Heavy Intercessors. Of course they're Necrons. Are going to charge into my Heavy Intercessors over here. I'm going to spend a CP to Overwatch here. So we're going to go with the 2 guys left with the Heavy Bolt Rifles, hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound. That is not a save. Does he reanimate? He does not. And then we've got the Heavy Bolter into them as well. That is going to be 1 hit. That is going to be not a wound. All right, so they need a 10-inch charge. He gets to reroll because the Chronometron. Not going to make it. Rerolling.
Rebels and Rebels.
Oh, he's in. Trox Sarker is going to charge into my captain over here. That's going to be in. All right, so now his Necrons, his Warriors. I keep saying call them just Necrons. That's Base Necrons are warriors. Warriors are just Necrons over here.
I'm going to spend a
So-
CP for, because they're T5, right?
My opponent's going to, they're T5, yeah.
So I'm going to give them +1 strength.
My opponent's going to have +1 strength in the fight phase. Does he get the CP back? That's cocked.
300 points.
He does indeed. So he's still at 1 CP. So these are going to be attacking into these guys over here. So they have my will be done. Oh no, you gave those guys the 1v1.
So they were 3s.
Yeah, so they're going to be hitting on 3s.
I'm gonna buy this and build it.
Okay, all but 1 hit. That's not bad. And then wounding on 4s because they become strength 5 because of that the CP that you just spent there. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP nothing. So looking for 3-up armor saves. They're good. All right, so I'm going to spend 2 CP to interrupt with my captain over here. He's going to have 6 attacks because he was charged there, hitting on 2s. That is going to be all but 2. Oh man, 2 misses. Okay. These are now going to be 4 hits. 4 hits. These are going to be wounding on 5s. All right, nothing. Man, that was real disappointing. Triarch is going to attack into my captain now, hitting on 3s. That is going to be 1 hit. Strength 7. So 3s to wound. That is going to be a wound. AP -3. So he's going to have his 4-up invul save. No damage. 3 damage. So he does ignore on a 5+ because of his relic shield.
What do we play on? 4x4?
It's the Nightbringer that can't ignore, right? Yeah. So he ignores all of them. That's how you do that. Woo! And then these guys are going to attack over here. Did not move. So 2s to hit. And then 5s to wound.
That's one of the sides.
1 wound at AP -1. So 1 4-up. No, it takes a wound. So then his Ghost Arc over here is going to attack into my repulsor. That is not a hit. And then this guy's going to attack over here, hitting on 5s because he did not move. Getting 1 hit. 4 because of quantum shielding. Nothing. This guy's going to attack back over here. No. And then my guys are going to attack over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s.
Commanders are gold.
That's going to be 1 miss there. These are going to be strength 4, toughness 4. So looking for toughness 5. That's right. So 5s to wound.
Red is captain.
Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds over here.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 5 wounds. AP -0 because it's the tactical doctrine. They're just punching in the face. 4-up saves. Fails 2 of them, and then they can roll to see if they come back.
Yeah.
One of them does. All right, so that's going to be it for the Necron's turn here. We do have 1 leadership test. They lost 5 guys in this phase, so 5 plus 3 is good to go, so they're fine there. So that's going to be it for the Necron's turn. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, turn 3 here for the Dark Angels movement phase. These guys stayed in combat over here, as did my repulsor over here. These guys stood still up here. My impulsor moved over there onto the objective, and he's going to be doing the data intercept over there. Then we've got my marksmen stayed still where they were. These guys all kind of shuffled up over this way. They fell back, but I spent CP on hit and run tactics with the there, so they're going to be able to shoot, even though they fell back over there. And the captain is going to stay in combat with the Triarch Stalker over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now my guys over here are going to start us off in the shooting phase, my heavy intercessors. So the guys with the heavy bolt rifles are actually they're actually rapid fire weapons, so they're going to fire them because it's tactical doctrine as a Dark Angel. I can do that with infantry. So they're going to be ballistic skill 5 plus 1 to hit because they are Dark Angels and did not move. So they're going to be hitting on 4s with their heavy bolt rifles in here.
Favorite explanation.
That one is cocked. That is not going to be a hit, so that's going to be 1 hit. That is a wound at AP -1 because it's strength 5.
Okay.
Yeah. AP -1, T's toughness 5. What is that?
Fail.
That's a failed. So see. Well, we'll see because we also have the pistol from the guy with the heavy bolter. That is going to be a hit, but that's not going to be a wound because it's only a regular bolt pistol. So
Reanimation.
reanimation. No, he didn't. Reroll because it's a 1. I forgot he's a warrior. Nope, still. All right, so now my this repulsor is going to fire into the Ghost Arc that he's been shooting into this whole time. My opponent did spend a CP to put quantum deflection on him. The twin las cannons, the las talon, the Iron Hail heavy stubber, and the Crackstorm launchers are going to fire into him. But then my Onslaught Gatling Cannon, and the Storm Bolters are going to fire into the Warriors over here. So they'll come afterwards, and if he's dead before then they can get to shoot into him. That's what Big Guns Never Tire allow me to do. So we're going to do all the las cannon shots here. -1 to hit because they're heavy and he's engaged in combat. +1 to hit because they are +1 to hit because they stood still as a Dark Angel. That's a lot of ones. Okay, that's 2 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. 4s to wound because of quantum shielding. That's going to be 1. That goes the 4-up invul save. No, that's going to go through. D6 damage. 4. I'm gonna let that go. I gotta let it go because he's down to 1 and I got other things to shoot at. All right, so now my Iron Hail Heavy Stubber is gonna fire into him. These are going to be +1 because he stood still, +1 because it's shooting against the thing with fly, but -1 because it's heavy shooting in combat. What's a heavy Iron Hail Heavy Stubber? Yeah. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. Okay, so that's going to be all hits. Strength 4, though, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 3 wounds. These are AP -1, so he's got his 4-up saves.
Is that 3?
Yeah, 3 of them. So if he fails any of these, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. Does he explode? No, he doesn't. All right, so now the Storm Bolter's firing into these dudes. Alrighty, these are going to be hitting on 2s because he stood still. 4s to wound. They're not tough either. Yeah. Okay, 1. Nope, that's 1 dead. I've got some other shots to go into them, though. And then 8 shots with the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 3s. Okay, wow, really good. 2. AP -1. 1 will be safe, so 2 total dead. Let's see if they come back. Both of them do. Oh, boy. And now my Eliminators are going to fire into the Nightbringer over here. So they're going to have 3 shots here, hitting on 2s because they did not move. Oh, buddy, okay, so far. Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. 6s will do mortal wounds. Getting 1 wound, no mortal wound. AP -1. No, he will take 2 damage, so he's down to 1. All right, so my Outriders here are going to fire into his dude bros over here. 12 shots hitting on 3s because they did move. Okie dokie. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because they are finally within range of the lieutenant over there. All right. We're going to have 4, as I said, right? Yeah. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP -2. 5 6-ups. Nope, not making any. And then are they reanimated? Because that's the end of that unit's shooting there.
How much that movement is? 1, 2, 3. What they hit on for combat, what they hit on for shooting.
Reanimation. 1 comes back. Rerolling 1s. 3 come back. All right, so the heavy bolt pistols from the Blade Guard veterans are going to fire into them. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -1. 5s. Makes 1. Then see if he comes back. He does not. Blade Guard Ancient. That's not a hit. Primaris Lieutenant with his Volkite. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. No regular saves on them, so they're good. All right, so now my infiltrators, they're going to fire into his Doom scythe over here. So -1 to hit, +1 because he stood still, 3s to hit. 6 auto wounds, so that's going to be 1, 2 auto wounds, and then 2 misses, and then these are going to be strength 4, so 5s to wound.
So from there,
getting an additional 1, so that's going to be 3 total wounds at AP -1. So 3 4-ups. If he fails all these, he's dead. Oh, he's alive with 1! Heavy bolt pistol from the captain over there. That's going to be a hit. That is not a wound. All right, so now my Blade Guard veterans are going to charge into his dude bros over there. They're in. And then the lieutenant's going to charge in as well. He's in. So now my repulsor is going to charge in over here. He is way in with the double fill faces. Blade Guard veteran are going to attack in over here. So we're going to have 7 attacks from them. 3 base for the sergeant, 2 for the regular guy. Oh no, it's 3 and 4. So it's 3 and 4 +1 each for the charge here. So these are going to be hitting on 2s.
3 hits.
No reroll because they're outside of range of the captain over there. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AP minus a bunch, so they're just dead. Then my repulsor is going to fire, or going to attack over here, getting no hits. Wow. And now my opponent's going to attack over here with these guys. That's going to be all but 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 5, so 5s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing, so 3 up saves. Oh, it takes 1 wound. And now my captain's going to go, hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits, wounding on 5s. Getting 1, 2, 3. And these are at AP minus 3, I think.
So for that, you have.
Yeah, AP minus 3.
On what?
On your Triarch Stalker over there.
So he's got 5 up invul.
He's got a 5 up invul over here.
And 3 attacks.
Making 1, failing 2. I think it's 4 damage. And then the Triarch Stalker is going to attack back into my captain over there.
How many wounds does he have?
He should have 6 total. Yeah.
Well, I thought I
No, because remember I stuck the 5
that's
feel
right,
no pains.
You
So here he goes. Hitting on 2s, right? 3s, so that's going to be 2 hits. Strength 7, so 3s to wound. 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds there. AP minus 3, so he's got a 4 up invul save. Making them both, I'll take it. And then these guys are going to attack over here, hitting on 2s because they did not move. And then wounding on tough 5, right? So 5s to wound.
Say I roll a 3 on the dice.
That one's cocked. 1 wound there, AP nothing. He's good. And then these guys are going to attack into my repulsor, hitting on 3s, and then looking for 6s to wound. Strength 4.
4 failed.
Getting 1. Getting 1 wound. And a save with a filth face. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Necrons on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 3. These warriors fell back out of combat over here. He moved up over this way. Track Stalker stayed in combat with my captain. These 2 guys moved around over this way, looking to do, I don't know, something. Not happy about it, but he stood still back over there. The Doom Scythe is moving up over this way. These guys fell back out of combat over this way, and the Nightbringer moved up over this way, looking on my poor repulsor that did nothing to you, sir. So that's going to be it. Ignore the wreck of the Ghost Ark that he's currently sitting on top of. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. At the end of the movement phase, we will be doing his Catan Shard powers. First things first, Antimatter Meteor into my repulsor. That is going to be 3 mortal wounds onto him. And then he is going to Gaze of Death.
Like if you have objective,
3 mortal wounds.
3d3 mortal wounds.
Claim it for victory.
That's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mortal wounds. Track Stalker is going to fire into my captain over there, -1 because he is because he's heavy with these guns. So this is going to be the 4s to hit.
Usually they don't get games as much.
Doesn't matter at all. Stop your dancing. There's no dancing allowed on the channel. These are strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound.
Eventually you're not stuck enough one.
That is going to be 1, 2 wounds there. No dancing now. AP minus 3. Oh no, AP minus 2. Oh, this is AP minus 3. These are going to be AP minus 3, so looking for his 4 up invul save. Making 1, failing 1. Damage is D3 damage. 2 damage. Looking for 5 up, ignoring wounds because of his relic shield. Ignores 1 of them, so he takes 1. Illuminator Caesaris is going to fire into my lieutenant over there. D3 shots. That's going to be 2 shots. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit. Strength 8, so 2s to wound. That is not a wound. And Xandric is going to shoot into my lieutenant as well. That is going to be 2 hits. Strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 2. He's got +1 because of his shield, so looking for a 4 up save. That is going to be 1 save, 1 failed, 1 wound. Sniper death marks into my lieutenant over here. Hitting on 2s. That's going to be 4 hits. Strength 5, so 4 3s to wound. 6 to do mortal. That's just going to be 3 wounds over there. AP minus 2, +1 because of his shield, 4 ups. Making all of them. Woo! Chronomancer is now going to fire into my dude bros over here. D3 shots. That's going to be 2 shots. The Xenon save. Hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. Strength 5, so 4s to wound because they are big chunky boys. No, not on 1. He's in the protocol of the Conquering Tyrant, which means that these guys, because they fell back, can shoot. They're going to be a -1 to hit, though. So that's going to be 8 shots here that are going to be hitting on 4s.
Ordinary guys.
Wow, not bad there. That's going to be 2 misses. Don't do the dances. You know what happens when you dance. These are going to be strength 5, so looking for 4s to wound. Well, it didn't matter this time. Apparently the dancing didn't affect him over there. So that's going to be 5 wounds into my dude bros over there. AP -2. Taking on the guys up back here in cover. So these are going to be looking for -2 to 4-up saves.
It's all about having fun.
Failed 2 of them. Doomscythe is going to fire into my Blade Guard veteran over here. He's in his lowest profile, so he will be hitting on 5. So we're going to go with the Doom thingy first, right?
Kill some Necrons, it's +7.
+7 for Necron Limburger Cheesy over there. Just kidding. He's going to hit on 5s. This is the Doom thingy, right?
Yeah, the Doom Ray.
Hitting on 2, the Doom Ray. That's real good. Wounding on 2s, because strength 12. That is going to be 2 wounds over there. AP -4, so 4 up invul saves. Oh, failing both. I'm
2 dead guys. If you don't
Let's go 2 dead. I'm going to have to spend a CP to reroll one of those. Well, spend a CP to reroll into a 1 there. That's great. All right, so now this Ghost Arc is going to fire into my biker boys over here. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he is bracketed over there. Let's go over here. We got some space. 5s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds, AP -1. 4 ups, making 2, failing 1. All right, so that's gonna be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, Nightbringer is gonna charge into my repulsor. I'm gonna spend a CP to Overwatch here, so we're gonna go with the las weapons. Come on, baby, you can do this. 6s, give me some. Oh, that is great. That is what I needed. Tough to 7, so 3s to wound. I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll this. Ooh, okay, 1 wound here. It's a 4-up invul save. It's a 4-up invul save is what he's going to need. 4-up invul save. Here he goes. Oh, he did it! I needed you not to. Onslaught Gatling Cannon. Okay, getting 2 hits there. No wounds there. Iron Hail, Heavy Stubber. No hits. Storm Bolter. Getting 2 hits. Getting 1 wound. Oh, he's good. And then we've got the Crack Storm. No hits there. And his charge is going to be in with an 11-inch charge. Xeris charged into my lieutenant, getting a 4-inch charge. He's in. And then Xandric is also going to do the same thing. And he's also in.
So we're going to do big.
All right, so into the fight phase here. The Nightbringer is going to attack into my repulsor here. These are going to be hitting on 2s. That is going to be all hits. Oof, that's not what I needed. Strength 14, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds, but AP -4, right? So I think it's just going to go straight through.
3d6.
3d6 damage. Oh, he is dead. Does he explode? He does with a fill face! All right, D6, mortal wounds to the Nightbringer and to these guys. So let's go into the Nightbringer over here. This is the one that I really need. It's going to be a 1. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it's going to be a 1. Oh, come on. No, okay, so he is dead. Does he explode?
He does not.
Oh, he does not. But then into these guys, D6 mortal wounds. 6 mortal wounds into these guys. Oof. All right, Xandrak is going to attack into my lieutenant there, hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Strength 5. So it's going to be looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP -2, +1 because he's got that Storm Shield 4-ups.
Uh-oh.
Well, how many wounds, damage is that?
1 each.
1 each, so he's down to 1. So Xeris is going to attack in over here with his 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. Wounding on
3s.
Strength, wounding on 3s. No wounds. My opponent's going to spend a CP. Does he get it back first? He does get it back, so he's got his 1 CP. And then that is going to be a wound. -4, so he's got his 4-up Storm Shield save. Yeah, with the fill first. Woo! Now my captain's going to attack into him over here, hitting on 2s. So can't get better than the 2+. These are now going to be wounding on, whatchamacallit, wounding on 5s.
Oh, you got to.
That's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus a lot. So he's got his invul save. 5 up. Makes 1, fails 1, 2 damage. And now his Triax Stalker is going to attack back into my captain over here. Because he gained back that 1 wound because of whatever it is. That's still going to be 2 hits. Whatever, he's good. 2 wounds. AP minus 2, plus 1 because he's got his storm shield there, so 4s. I think it's 4s anyway. But he's good with the double fill first. All right, so now my lieutenant's going to attack into Caesarus over here. He's got the Heavenfall blade, so it's going to be 6 attacks hitting on 2s. All right, wounding on strength 6, wounding on 4s. That doesn't get to reroll himself, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at AP minus 4, 2 damage apiece. He's just dead. All right, we also have to do the morale test over here. So that's going to be a 5, so 1 does run away, rerolling because of saw tech. Into a 6, so 1 will run, and then you've got 3 others that are on 1s and 2s. They run away. Another 1 runs away. 1, 2 are left. And that's going to be it for the Necron turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 4. These guys stood still back over here. They stood still up there. They stood still over there and are doing the collect data or intercept data. He stood still. He stayed in, Captain stayed in combat. Lieutenant stayed in combat over here. These guys charged up or moved up over this way. He advanced up over this way to where he's at there, and that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so my lieutenant's going to start us off by shooting with his Volkite pistol over there. That's going to be 1 hit. Strength 5, 4, 5, 5. So that is a wound. He's toughness 4. He's T5, so no wound. These guys, my heavy intercessors, are going to fire into those warriors. That's going to be 2 hits with the gun there. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 1. 5s. Makes 1, fails 1. I've still got the heavy bolter to shoot here. That's going to be all hits because it's plus 1 to hit since they did not move. That's going to be another 2 wounds. AP minus 1. Making 1, failing 1. What's that?
It's AP minus 2 for heavy bolter, right?
No, heavy bolter is AP minus 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 that are going to be dead. So then we roll to see if they reanimate. 1 of them does. Captain with the bolt pistol, heavy bolt pistol. That's a hit. That is a wound. AP minus 1 into the Triarch Stalker. Minus 1.
4.
That is a... All right, so now my eliminators are going to fire into Flyboy over there. Minus 1 to hit, plus 1 to hit, 3s to hit. That is going to be all hits. Here we go. Here we go. Strength 5, 5s to wound. Oh, he's got the 2 mortal wounds. It doesn't matter. He is finally dead. Does he explode? Now you do that? Now that's what you get there? Oh, did he explode? He did not explode, but now my eliminators finally show up. Apparently, they had anti-aircraft guns, not sniper rifles. That's what I just didn't realize that they were armed with. My bad.
Grind them down.
All right, so now this guy is going to fire into these guys over here. Hitting on 3s because they moved. Wounding on 4s.
That's what I have too.
That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at AP minus 1.
You're a spiking, baby.
Here we go. Don't you do this. I might have to cry if they survive this.
5 ups.
5 ups?
That is not. I look.
No, so they will be dead. It was close. It was real close. But they will be dead. Will they? Oh no, they can't come back because they're just wiped. Oh, thank God. All right, so now into the assault phase. My heavy intercessor is going to charge into his dude bros over here. He is going to overwatch here. So looking for 6s. No hits there. So their charge distance is definitely in. And my Blade Guard Ancient is going to charge into the Triarch. He's in. Heavy intercessors are going to start us off here, hitting on 3s. Yeah, 3s, because pile in and consolidate don't count towards the movement thing, but charge definitely does. Wounding on 4s. 5s, take 5, so keep forgetting about that. That's going to be 2. AP minus 1, because it is the Assault Doctrine now on turn 4.
So 5 up invul.
5 up invuls. They make both killer. So now Zandrak is going to fight over here, hitting on 2s.
That,
Oh, buddy, he hits them all. Strength 5. So looking for 3s to wound.
I bought the phase 1.
Oh, buddy, 2 wounds. 2. AP -3, right? AP -2, so still 4-up saves. Come on, baby, you can do it. 4-up saves. No, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that.
Phase 1 clone upgrades.
Oh, he's down. He's dead. But does he get to fight because he is over there next to that guy? No, he doesn't. Blade Guard Ancient's going to attack over here. Hitting on 2s. That is going to be all but 1 hit. 5s to wound.
What is that, separate?
That's going to be no wound. He was supposed to go after the Blade Guard Ancient, so then now my captain is going to go over here. He's going to attack into this guy over here, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s.
Phase 2 clone troop.
1. AP minus enough that you're going to in your invul.
AP minus a lot.
Yes.
This is very recent came out, yeah.
On a 1, no, so you'll take 2 more damage. Trox Starker is going to attack. He's going to have, he's now in his 2nd profile because he starts at 12, so now he's down to 6 wounds here. So he is going to have, what is it, D6 or D3? Still has 3 attacks over here, hitting on 4s though.
Yeah, and the only heavy that's
Getting 1 hit. Strength 7, so 3s to wound.
I'm attacking your captain.
Captain, yeah, I figured it. You were no wound. And then these guys over here are going to attack, so we're going to have 3 attacks. 2 hits.
These are wounding on 4s.
Wounding on
strength 5.
Strength 5 because of the dude bro over there. So 4s. Because of the protocol. So that's going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing. So 3 ups. Making them both. All right, so that's going to be the end of my turn there. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons on turn 4. Movement phase for the Necrons here. These guys fell, these Necron warriors fell back out of combat, and his Chronomancer moved up over this way. Track Stalker stayed in combat over here. Zandrak is moving up over that way towards my guys. This guy moved around over this way, looking on these poor bros, and those guys stayed still back there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Death marks are going to fire into my Outriders over here. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. That's going to be all but 1 hit, and then wounding on 4s because the strength 5, toughness 5. That's going to be 1 wound at AP minus 2. Looking for a 5-up save. Yes, 5-up save.
and then that's it.
He's good. And now his Ghost Arc here is going to fire into my Outriders. My opponent's going to spend a CP to allow them to, on 6s to hit will auto wound with the thing. What's it called? Disintegration protocols. Capacitors. Sorry, capacitors. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because he's bracketed, right? Yes. Yeah. So 4s to hit, 6s will auto wound. All right. So there were no 6s to hit there. So these are now going to be strength 4, so 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. All right. AP nothing, right? Oh, AP minus 1, so 4-up save. Oh, but he good. Aeon Stave into my heavy intercessors over here.
D3 shots.
D3 shots. That's going to be 1 shot.
3.
That is going to be a nothing. Track Stalker is going to fire into my captain over there.
5s.
Hitting on 5s. Right? No, 4s because he's
Well, he's bracketed.
bracketed. Oh, bracketed and -1. Yeah, so he's going to be hitting on 5s over here with him. Judgment of the Triarch, so he's going to be +1 to shoot. So he has 0. My opponent has 0 CP now, so he's going to hitting on 4s.
It helped.
It did. All right. These are going to be strength 7, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds over there. AP minus 3, so he's got his 4-up invul save. Failing them both. What's the damage?
D3 each.
D3 each. So roll those. That's going to be 4 damage for 5-up ignoring wounds. Ignore 1 of them, so he takes 3. Charge phase. His Ghost Arc's charging into my dude bros over here. That's going to be it. And then the Chronomancer is charging into my heavy intercessors. I am going to fire Overwatch. We're going to go with the regular heavy bolt rifle. And then we've got the heavy bolter. Cool. Nothing there. His charge distance is definitely in. Zandrak's going to charge into my Blade Guard Ancient. He's in. All right, so Zandrak is going to attack into my Blade Guard Ancient over here. That is going to be all hits.
Strength 5.
Strength 5 against T4. So, but forced wound because he is Deathwing. So forced wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. He doesn't care. AP? 2. -2, so looking for 5-up saves.
Oh, I get to reroll wounds.
Nope, none of those. I'll reroll wounds, so let's see if there's another one.
I'm forgetting that.
Nope, doesn't matter. So it's going to be 3 that go through. What's the damage? Just 1 each, so he takes 3 wounds. So now the Chronomancer is going to attack into me over here. 1 attack. That is a hit.
You place 1, I place 1, Joe. Right?
Yeah, 4.
Strength 4, so looking for 5 to wound. No. And now the Ghost Ark is going to attack into me over here. He's in his second profile, so he's got D3 attacks. That's going to be 2 attacks.
Yeah, starting with me.
Okay.
2 hits. Okay, there we go. That's how you do that. 3's to wound.
Has to be in the deployment zone.
Getting 1 wound.
This one does not.
Be nothing, fail it.
Oh, he's good with that fail fast. So now my captain's going to go. 6 attacks into the no, I'm going to go into Xandrek over there. That is going to be all but 1 hit. Strength plus 1, strength 5, so looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 4 pinball save.
I'm ready to do that. Roll myself.
Makes a boat. Track Stalker's going to attack my captain over there.
He's going to be on 4s this time.
4s to hit. That's going to be all hits. And then he's going to be wounding on... What's that? 3s. 1 wound.
AP minus 2.
AP minus 2. On a 4, he's good. All right, so now my guys are going to attack. They pile in over here, so I'm going to put all of my attacks into the Necron Warriors since I can engage with them over there. So these are going to be hitting on 2s because they did not move. Okay, of course I make a bunch of 1s. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. T5. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP minus 1. 5 ups. Makes 1, so 1's still alive. Do they come back? Oh, 1 does. Bladeguard Veteran into Xandrek over there. Hitting on 2s. Doesn't get to reroll eating core. That is going to be no wounds. My bikers are going to attack into him. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 5s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 at AP minus 2 because it's the Assault Doctrine.
5s?
5s?
You said 3?
Yes. 3 of them. Makes 1, makes 2, takes 1 damage. All right, so that's going to be it for the Necron turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 5. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 5. These guys stayed in combat over here. My Eliminators stayed still up over there. These guys stayed in combat. My Infiltrators moved up over this way. He stood still where he's at. These guys fell back. I spent a CP on hit and run tactics, allow them to shoot, so they're going to go over there. And that's it. That's all I got for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so these guys here are going to shoot their pistols into the Warriors. That's going to be 2 hits, 5s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds with fill faces. Assault phase, so it's going to be AP minus 1.
So 5 up.
5 up. No, fail them. They're dead. All right, so now my Eliminators are going to fire into his goat. No, they're going to fire into your marks, your death marks over there. So hitting on 2s because they stood still. Strength 5, toughness 5, so 4s to wound. Nothing. These guys are also going to fire into the death marks over there. 3s to hit. That's actually not bad. I'll take that. Strength 4, toughness 5, so 5s to wound. Okay. 2 at AP minus 2 at AP minus 1.
So
Plus 1 because they're in cover. So 3 up saves. Make them both. Storm bolters into them. Hitting on 2s because he did not move. 5s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 at AP nothing. So 2 up saves. Oh, dice. 1, 2 dead. They have reanimation as well, so let's see if they come back. No, they don't. And the Infiltrators are going to fire into the Ghost Ark over here. That's 1 going to auto wound there. Okay, and 2 more wounds, so 3 wounds. Fails 2 of them. Impulsor is going to charge into the Ghost Ark over here. That's going to be it. And then Infiltrators are going to charge into Cesaric. That's going to be it. All right, my Infiltrators are going to attack into Xandrek over there. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the captain over there.
Yeah, token.
All right, because I finally got a core over there, which is good. It's been 84 years since he had a core. These are now going to be strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3. This was a 5. 4 at AP -1 because of being Dubras.
On him?
Yes.
So 3 up.
3 up.
It's their by
AP -1, so he takes 2 damage. The Impulsor is going to attack in. Getting 1 hit. Getting a wound.
Alright.
No, he takes a wound. And now Xandrak's going to attack my captain. That's going to be all but 1 hit. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be all wounds. -2. Oh, man. I'm a...
You're going to survive.
Yeah. Why, it's 1 damage each? All right, I'll leave it. And I got the Feel of Pain. Oh, no, he felt it. Blade Guard Ancient is going to attack into Xandrak over there. Oh, no, the Captain's going to attack into Xandrak over there. So he's going to have 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Can't get better than 2. And then looking for 4s to wound. Strength 5, toughness 5, right? So that's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus a lot. 4 up in bowl. Fails 1. That's going to be 2 damage into him, so that might...
He's down 2.
Oh, down to 2. Track Stalker is going to attack into my Blade Guard Ancient. 4s to hit. No, nothing. Then my Heavy Intercessor is going to attack into his Chronomancer over there, hitting on 2s because they did not move. Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s to wound. Okay, 2. AP minus 1.
4 up in bowl.
4 up in bowl. Makes 1, fails 1.
Takes 1.
Chronomancer is going to attack back. He does hit. He does not move. Blade Guard Ancient is going to attack into Xandrak over there. That's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be 3 wounds. No, 2 wounds. 2 wounds. AP minus 1.
3s.
3s. Makes up. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will come back to you with the movement phase for the Necrons. All right, so movement phase, he just backed out of combat everywhere, and that's where we're going to call the game because at the end of the game, including paint scores, the Dark Angels had 44 points and the Necrons had 80. So a brutal, brutal game. The Necrons did everything they needed to keep me from getting points, which was perfect. I mean, that's how you do it. That's how you win these games. So it was a really well-played game by the Necrons, utilizing all of their abilities to just sit on things and just keep staying, which is great. That's what Necrons do, and that's what they did very well here with my opponent, helming them very well. So it was a ton of fun, though. It was really great going back and forth. I like my Eliminators can only shoot airplanes, apparently. I like that all of his vehicles like to sit on 1 wound to mock me. But a ton of fun had by both of us back and forth. A really good game, but a very one-sided victory for the Necrons, doing very, very well. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Justin. Until next time, stay safe and have fun.